Have you ever wondered if we are alone in the universe? It is one of humanity's oldest and most thrilling questions. We look at the stars and realize there are billions of them. But does that mean that somewhere out there, others are looking at the sky and asking the same question? Every time we discover new planets, hope rises to find life. Astronomers have found thousands of exoplanets, many resembling Earth. But what makes a planet suitable for life? Water, atmosphere, and stable temperatures play a crucial role. Scientists search for signs of life not only with telescopes. They study the atmospheres of planets, looking for traces of oxygen or methane. Such signals could mean biological activity, but so far, we only detect faint hints. Yet the universe is far too vast to rely on chance alone. Hundreds of billions of galaxies, each with hundreds of billions of stars. The odds that life emerged only here seem impossibly small. And yet, we still lack the proof. We wonder, if life exists, why don't we see it? This puzzle is known as the Fermi paradox. Perhaps civilizations do exist, but they are too far away. Or maybe they are too different from us to be recognized. There is another possibility. Civilizations may have existed, but already vanished. Wars, catastrophes, or resource exhaustion could have destroyed them. This is also a warning for us. After all, humanity faces global challenges too. But if civilizations are still alive, why are they silent? Perhaps they are too advanced to waste time contacting us. Or they follow a cosmic rule of non-interference. Much like how we do not always interfere with the lives of animals on Earth. On the other hand, perhaps we simply don't know how to listen. Signals from other worlds may be unlike our technologies. They could use forms of communication we do not yet understand. And then the universe might be full of voices we cannot hear. Our first steps in the search of programs like SETI. For decades, scientists have listened to space, hoping to catch a signal. Sometimes we receive strange bursts, like the famous wow signal, but none of them have repeated. And yet, we keep searching. New telescopes grow more powerful, and computers become smarter. Each year, the chance of catching a real signal increases. It may not be tomorrow, but one day, it will change all of humanity. The question of life in the universe is closely tied to our own future. If we find traces of another civilization, it will give us hope that we are not alone. But it will also remind us that civilizations are fragile and can vanish. That is why the search is also a lesson for humanity. Cinematic visualization of Jupiter with Europa orbiting, cracks of ice glowing blue. Transition to Enceladus with bitey plumes erupting into the blackness of space. Mood, scientific, mysterious, or inspiring. Scientists dream of sending probes to explore these oceans. After all, water is the main ingredient of life. If even simple organisms exist there, it would be a revolution in science. For the first time, we would prove that life can emerge beyond Earth. But perhaps alien life is nothing like us at all. It could be based not on carbon, but on other chemical elements. Its biology might follow rules we do not yet understand. And that makes the search even more thrilling. Every new discovery expands our understanding of the universe. We begin to see life not as an exception, but as a possible rule. Perhaps the cosmos is full of worlds where it has emerged. The only question is when we will prove it. But what if intelligent life has already been here? Some hypotheses suggest that aliens may have visited Earth in the distant past. Legends of different cultures describe mysterious gods from the sky. Perhaps they are only myths, or perhaps echoes of real encounters. Modern science treats such theories cautiously. But the fact remains, life could have emerged long before us and elsewhere. If civilizations had millions of years to develop, they may be thousands of centuries ahead of us. To them, we are like infants in the cosmos. Sometimes, we ourselves become the source of signals. Radio and television have been spreading into space for decades. Perhaps someone on the other side of the galaxy has already caught our first broadcasts. And maybe right now, they too are asking, are we alone? The idea of contact is both fascinating and frightening. What if we meet peaceful explorers? But what if it is a civilization with values alien to our own? We must be prepared for any scenario. That is why the search in the universe is not only science, but also philosophy. We seek answers not only outside, but also within ourselves. What does it mean to be alive? What does it mean to be intelligent? These questions make our universe even more mysterious. When we look at the night sky, we see only a tiny fraction of the universe. Beyond the visible horizon lie billions of stars and galaxies. There may be worlds we cannot even imagine. And within this boundless space are endless possibilities for life. Some scientists suggest the idea of a cosmic zoo. Perhaps intelligent beings are watching us, but deliberately avoid contact, much like we observe animals without disturbing their world. If so, we might be under constant cosmic supervision, but there is a darker version. Perhaps the cosmos is full of dangers. Civilizations that reveal themselves may be destroyed by stronger ones. This is the dark forest theory, where everyone hides to survive. Maybe that is why we hear no voices. Yet the silence of the cosmos may not be a threat, but an opportunity. Perhaps we are the first to begin the journey to the stars. That means we are destined to be pioneers, and the future of the universe may depend on our choices. The search for extraterrestrial life inspires humanity. It unites people of different nations and cultures in a common goal. We are searching not only for other worlds, but for a new understanding of ourselves. And perhaps the answer to "Are we alone?" will be the greatest discovery of all time. Every time humanity sends a spacecraft beyond Earth, we move a step closer to the answer. The Voyagers not only explored planets, but also carried golden records with messages. It is our greeting to the universe, a small hope that someone might hear it. The golden record is like a bottle in the cosmic ocean. It carries music, voices, and sounds of Earth. If found, it will deliver our hello across millions of years. Perhaps it will be the first meeting between humanity and another civilization. But perhaps the meeting will happen sooner. Humanity is building ever more powerful telescopes. The James Webb is already showing us worlds that were once only dots of light. Tomorrow we may see their oceans and clouds. Each image from the depths of space is like a window into the unknown. It reminds us how small, and yet how meaningful, we are. For as we look out there, we search for reflections of ourselves. And perhaps one day, we will find it in the eyes of other beings. The search for life in the universe is a journey without end. Even if we don't find the answer tomorrow, we will search again and again. For the search itself is what makes us human. It reveals both the universe and ourselves. Every new space mission is a step toward knowing if we are alone. Rovers search Mars for traces of ancient water and possible life. If we find even microbes, it will prove that life is not unique. And then the chances of other civilizations rise dramatically. Saturn and its moons remain a mystery as well. Titan, with its thick atmosphere, resembles early Earth. There are rivers and seas there, but made of liquid methane. Perhaps it holds the key to unusual forms of life. Uranus and Neptune hide secrets in their depths. Storms rage there, larger than the entire Earth. We know little about them, but who says life is impossible even in such extreme conditions? It may look nothing like what we know. The farther we look, the more we realize life could be incredibly diverse. It may hide beneath ice, in acidic clouds, or even in the vacuum of space. Our imagination is only beginning to catch up with reality. The cosmos teaches us not to limit ourselves to the familiar. The search for extraterrestrial life is a mirror for humanity. We look to other worlds for what we want to understand about ourselves. Will we become a civilization that leaves a mark on the galaxy, or vanish like those we so desperately seek? Sometimes we imagine what other intelligent beings might look like. Perhaps they resemble us, or perhaps they are entirely different. Their bodies could have formed under conditions we cannot even dream of. Their intelligence may be thousands of levels beyond ours. But if the meeting occurs, we will need to understand one another. Language, culture, and perception of reality will be entirely different. Even among humans, communication is difficult. Between species, even more so. Yet contact could become the greatest milestone in history. History teaches us that cultural encounters are often difficult. Sometimes they led to cooperation, other times to conflict. Contact with alien civilizations could repeat this pattern. That is why humanity must prepare in advance. But what if we never meet anyone? Then the universe is a desert, and we are its only inhabitants. That makes our lives even more precious, for perhaps it is we who were chosen to be the keepers of intelligence in the cosmos. Whether intelligence is alone in the universe or not is the question that defines our place in the cosmos. The answer will change everything: religion, philosophy, science, and our future. For now, we are still searching, but the journey itself is a great discovery. It makes us part of something infinite. We know the universe is billions of years older than us. This means life could have evolved elsewhere, far ahead of us by entire ages. Such civilizations might command technologies that look like magic to us. Yet the silence of the cosmos makes them even more mysterious. Humanity has always reached for the stars. We build rockets, launch satellites, and dream of colonies on Mars. Our first steps are humble, but they open the road to a great future. Perhaps we will be the ones another civilization discovers one day. When we ask, are we alone? We search not only for life in space, we search for the meaning of our existence. The answer to this question has become humanity's greatest truth. But perhaps the search itself is already part of the answer. We do not yet know if we will ever hear another voice from the depths of space. But even if the universe remains silent, its grandeur does not fade. Every step we take forward is proof of the power of the human mind. And in that lies the true magic of the search. We search the universe for answers to questions ancient people once asked by the fire. The stars inspired our myths and beliefs. Today they inspire science and technology. Yet the core question remains: who else is looking at this sky with us? Whether the first encounter brings joy or trial, we do not know. But it will change humanity forever. It will make us part of the grand story of the universe. And it will teach us humility before its vastness. Every telescope, every spacecraft is humanity's eyes gazing into infinity. We send our vision farther and farther, like beacons in the dark. And each year, that darkness becomes a little less mysterious. Yet the wonder of the universe never fades. One day, perhaps, a signal will pierce the silence of space, and the light will ignite on Earth. We are not alone. That moment will be a turning point in all of human history. For then, we will know the universe is home to many, not just us. We continue to ask the greatest question: are we alone in the universe? For now, there is no answer, but the very act of searching makes us stronger. Each star reminds us that somewhere out there, life may exist. And so, humanity's journey is only beginning.